Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, I'm awake. I've been awake. I've been up all night. Yeah, because I guess we don't need any sleep anymore, right? Who needs sleep? Not me. Psh. Nah, I'm done with sleep. My goodness. But hey, if I can wake up before the sun, have time to stretch in my bed, listen to a few songs, wiggle my body, move my arms around, start to just slowly come into myself, get up, go to the bathroom, and then be outside while the sky is peachy, when the sun's first coming up and it's like kind of peach, kind of orange, like you made it, girl. You're out here with the sun, So apparently it takes me I need 2 hours before I can do my podcast. So I woke up at 6. Here I am about almost 4 minutes till 8. 4 minutes till the 8 o'clock hour. I'm sitting here with you. So I guess that's just kind of my rhythm right now. I'm just kind of going with it. So it's Tuesday. It's always so funny to me because on Tuesdays I'm looking in my drawer over here, my drawer full of oracle decks. I keep all of my herbal, botanical, tree, nature oracle decks in this one drawer. And then all my other ones are on the shelf. But anyways, it's funny every Tuesday that I'm like, geez, which one should I do? And I'm thinking, well, we did the trees yesterday. And then, boop, in pops in, honey, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, Tarot Tuesday. So thank God for Tuesdays. TGIF, I think it's actually TGIT. Yeah, thank God it's Tuesday. Because then I don't have to think about which deck I want to use. I only have my one Herbal Tarot. Herbal Tarot by Michael Tierra and Candace Canton. Although I ain't gonna lie to you, that Herbal Crafter Tarot it keeps calling me. It's like, hello, Sadie Marie. Wouldn't it be fun to have two? But then on Tuesdays, I'd have to decide which tarot deck. So you know what? I'm just going to stay monogamous with my Herbal Tarot for right now. So yesterday we did the law of right human relations. And yeah, we could have talked about monogamy yesterday, maybe, huh? But actually the law of the right human relations, it was all about defining the limits of behavioral control that we have with others in this third dimension. Basically, do not forcibly teach anybody anything. Do not control anybody. You can only control yourself. So the law yesterday touched upon things like we all have our own inner guidance, and do not become dependent on each other. Don't let people become overly dependent on you, and you don't become overly dependent on them either. Sure, we can offer guidance and example and insight, but ultimately we should all be answering our own questions within ourselves. So it was a really good law. And then the trees came in and basically hit a home run. They're so amazing. And did you spend some time with the trees then yesterday? I definitely did. It was so freaking gorgeous yesterday. It was one of those autumn days that you're like, all right, I like you. All right, I like you. So I think we're going to have a couple more of those likable days here in Pennsylvania, and then it's going to start raining, and then fall can go F itself. All right, so today we're going to do the 83rd law, and it is the law of right to one's own space. That's kind of fun. The law of right to one's own space. Because, yesterday when I was at the library talking to my mama friends, I have two adorable and sweet and beautiful, insightful mama friends that I chit chat with when I first get there and stuff. Or actually, I think I sat there for about 45 minutes out in the park, listening to the trees, letting go of all my little leaves, all my little worries, like we talked about yesterday. And then I got to hang out with my mama friends. And what's interesting about both of them actually is they're both kind of in this similar boat right now, that like they're with their long-term husbands, but you know what, it's just really not hardly working anymore, and they're not happy, and their husbands are just, I don't want to call anybody a pile of poo, but like seriously, dude, step up. And so anyways, I was kind of telling them, they know my situation, they know I'm separated and stuff, and I was just letting them know that I was concerned too that it wasn't going to work, but here I am. Talk about the right to my own space, by myself, sleeping in bed by myself, and absolutely loving it. So I don't want to encourage anyone to flush their marriage down the toilet if it's not appropriate to do that. But these moms, I see myself in them, because they're frustrated that these men are basically like thorns in their side. And, they have this beautiful mama parenting agenda. They want to feed their kids healthy food. They want to have a positive environment and, basically just have peace. And these men humans, they're negative, they're drinking beer, they're just like ignorant, basically ignorant to like what's going on. So anyways, I just let them know I'm loving it and it's working for me. And I'm like looking over my shoulder, my dogs are barking, like the men human police are busting down my door because I've been talking smack about men. But hey, you know what? I'm not judging. I'm just observing. Hey, listen to your heart. And okay, now here's the advice that I left them with. Ask the universe to make it very, very, very clear to you what's up. So that means that their relationships are either going to get better, or it's going to become so obvious in their face that something has to change. They're not going to be able to turn a blind eye to it. So that is a lot of times what I pray for in my life when I'm kind of in that gray area, or like I don't know really how to take somebody, like I'm not really sure what somebody's vibe is or like what they're doing in my life. I ask the universe, please make it very, 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 very obvious. So that means either it's going to get better and be like, oh, I see our connection, or it's going to get worse to the point that, obviously your common sense and your clarity and your discernment, and what was the word yesterday that harassed us a little bit? Rational. Your rationality is just going to be able to see with clear eyes. So yeah, they'll figure it out, just like I'm figuring out. We're all just figuring it out. So yeah, good job wherever you're at. We're all just figuring it out. So let's talk about this law. It's the 83rd law. Heads up, we're doing 105, and we ain't going to stop till we get to the end. And then I don't know what we're going to talk about after that. I'll worry about that when I get there. We're only on the 83rd law. We still have a bit of ways to go. So the law of right to one's own space. Music to some people's ears. It's like you can come home at night and crawl into bed by yourself, and you can either judge it as being freedom, or you can judge it as being lonely. It's just so interesting how some people are like, I'm lonely in bed all by myself, and I'm like sprawling all over the goddamn place being like, I'm so free. Oh, but even so, I didn't sleep last night. I would fall asleep and wake up, fall asleep then wake up, fall asleep then wake up. It was ridiculous, but hey, whatever. At least when I wake up, I'm always like, I usually have like either like I've downloaded an interesting thought, or I'm having like an aha moment, or I've woken up to listen to something that I needed to hear. Because I listen to either music or videos or podcasts all night. That doesn't actually usually wake me up though. Like I can't sleep without that because there's a hum around in my house that literally drives me insane. Like I don't know what I'm picking up on, like whether it's a gas well on the hill, but it's this vibrational hum that I can sense that gets very, very loud at night. And it's not really a sound, it's a vibration that I'm sensing. And so I basically have to tune it out so I can sleep. And yeah, so I was joking with my friend Sally, like if I can't sleep at night, I'll put my own podcast on because it makes me fall asleep every single time. And yeah, because she was saying how the sound of my voice puts her to sleep too. And lots of people have always told me that. My bestie, Asiel the Oracle, he would come into my live broadcasts when I used to broadcast on the Live Me app. And in my live broadcast, he would always fall asleep because it was early in the morning and it just was relaxing. And it was such a compliment, like truly. So if you're sleeping right now, thank you. All right, so the law of right to one's own space. This is an aspect of free will, but another law of its own. Everyone is entitled to make career decisions for self, decide the belief system one feels comfortable with, and generally create the life that will allow one to fulfill his or her own birth vision. This is the right to one's own space, the right to live one's own life, allowing, and then in parentheses it says, allowing for parental direction in the developing young person. Okay, so moms, you are allowed to, I guess, direct them a little bit if they're young. All right, then it finishes up by saying, overprotective or controlling parents, me, overprotecting or controlling parents, friends, and even dictators have impeded this law and right since almost the inception of mankind. Okay, so it's saying like, yeah, when your kids are little, don't let them play with lighters, don't let them wander around in the middle of the street, things like that. But for the most part, I have always actually let my children do whatever they wanted to do. Like we never really had a bedtime. Like I was like, please follow your inner guidance and go to bed when you're sleepy. Now sometimes that is annoying because like sometimes they're not sleepy till 1 a.m, But I try to let them make their own choices and do what they want to do, and kind of just let them govern themselves. Basically, I allow them to have the law of right to one's own space. Now, when they were little, I watched them, obviously. But now that they're 11, 12 and a half, 17, you gotta let them have the right to their own space. So everyone is entitled to making decisions for themselves. They're entitled to deciding what their belief system is. That one I felt the challenge on that actually, because like my son, when his belief systems are different than mine and he wants to argue about them, like I have to remind myself that it is his right to have his own beliefs. So it's his right to have his own space and create the life that will allow one to fulfill his or her own birth vision. So yeah, like that's really interesting because, I got that writing book and I'm still on day 2. I'm really failing at it, but like I got stuck on it because the next writing prompt that I wanted to do, like, what are your hopes? I think it was hopes and dreams. I don't know if it was hopes and visions, or what are your hopes for your family, for the future? And like, I was kind of stuck on it, but like now I think I know what I want to write about. And like really my hope for all my children is that they tap into their birth vision. They tap into what they actually really want to do, and they get a sense of purpose. So truly, that is my hope for everyone, because having a sense of purpose is golden. It is a golden key in your life to unlocking satisfaction, and happiness. Yeah, and enjoyment. Like when you feel like you are living your life with purpose, doing what you want to do, what your heart wants to do, what your soul set out to do, that sense of purpose is just kind of like this fertilizer for everything else to sort of blossom in your life. Okay, I just looked up at the sky. It is so beautiful right now, and there are all these little happy white clouds above the church, and they're kind of peachy because it's still that time in the morning. It is sweet. It is so sweet. I wish I didn't have a screen in that window so it could even be more beautiful. All right, anyways, that's the law of right to one's own space. So make sure you're you're giving everybody else that, and make sure that you're making sure that you have that too. I know I'm a helicopter mom. I know I am. So I'm going to have to, make sure that I don't impede this law, in my own personal life. But also I want to make sure that nobody is trying to be a dictator over me. Like I have the right to my own space, and I have the right to adopt the belief system that I am comfortable with. And I'm entitled, honey, to making career decisions for myself. All right, so anyways, there it is. The law of right to one's own space. So I'm going to put this to the side, and I'm going to get myself some tea. I'm drinking Throat Coat by Traditional Medicinals. My throat's fine, but it's like so sweet and comforting. It is a really nice tea to have. So I'm going to go grab that, and then we'll do Tarot Tuesday Tarot. So I was very proud of myself this morning. I wanted to drink some cacao, raw cacao. And generally, I always sweeten it and maybe even add half and half. But today, I just drank it like dirt. I just drank mud this morning. I just put 1 spoonful of the raw cacao in hot water. And guess what? It was actually good. I actually liked it like that. Unsweetened, uncreamified. Like it was just like really good. So anyways, I'm trying to cut out the sugar in my life. Even though yesterday we were encouraged to add sweetness into our life. I get that. But sweetness doesn't have to be sugar, okay? So I'm gearing up to really like commit to it on the 1st for sure, like that's like what I keep telling myself, because it is Halloween week. So, and I was yesterday, I did really good. I made good food choices, and then there were cookies at the library, so I had one. And yeah, by one I mean 4 or 5. But I am doing pretty good, getting myself in the mindset to go pretty much sugar-free, and kind of just let my body, like detox and just reset and recalibrate, because I don't like to be addicted to anything. I really don't. Like sugar, how about you give me my space and my body? You're demanding too much of it. Do you know, because once you start eating sugar a lot, like you want more sugar, and it's like then sugar can cause such havoc in your body. It really can, like messing with your insulin, messing with your energy levels, creating an overgrowth of yeast, making you tired, making you crash, making you crave it, making you grumpy. Sometimes sugar makes some people gain weight. Not me. Nothing makes me gain weight. Sorry to tell that to everybody who struggles, but literally, like I'm convinced I can eat however I want to. I'll never gain weight. But that doesn't matter. It's not about your weight. It's how do you feel inside. So I really like to feel clean and good and unattached to any food source. So sugar, you need to give me my space. The law of right to one's own space. I'm activating that now with the sugar molecule. All right, so anyways, this tea is really naturally sweetened because that I'm drinking this throat coat because it has licorice root. It's so good. It's so sweet. It's ridiculously sweet, actually. So I will not be missing out on sweetness, but I am going to do my best to clean up my diet, get back on the celery juice a little bit. I would have already, but every time I'm at the grocery store, the celery looks like crap. It's limp. Nobody wants limp celery. Just saying. All right, let's shuffle this deck. Let us shuffle this deck. So anyways, don't know where my guidebook is. I'm gonna need the guidebook. Let me see. Oh, it's over here. I have a pile of things to file. I have my Firesider stuff to put in a folder. Yes, I file everything. I'm such a nerd. You have no idea. And here's the book. Because I am working on the Chariot. So the only card that is not in the deck right now is the Chariot. He is staring at me on my desk with Cypress. So follow me over at Herbal Marie if you're not already, because I think that will be the next podcast that I publish. Whew. All right, so the sunlight is really starting to shine in a little bit. Bring it. I'm so excited for a nice sunny day. Probably just going to lay around, be lazy a little bit today. Yesterday was the new moon in Scorpio. Got my period. Does anybody else cycle with the new moon? Like, of course, mine has changed a little bit. You know, like you don't always cycle exactly, but seems to be that I'm cycling with the new moon since I literally got it yesterday, the day of the new moon. So that's good to know. I like to cycle with the moon, and I don't know, I remember like cycling when I would get on the full moon too, but now I'm getting it on the new moon. So I'm going to have to like kind of figure that out someday. But anyways, today I'm taking it easy. Like, it's cool, girl. You're allowed to take a day off. And then tomorrow I'm going to clean like a maniac, wash the house Wednesday, water the house plants Wednesday. And then also I want to dig up marshmallow roots. And yeah, that'll be a full day for me. And then Thursday, it's Halloween. Gonna have a little company in the afternoon. And finally then, I can reclaim the hay bale, the hay bale decoration for my chickens. So, and also, Sally, if you're listening, I really want your daughter's hay bales too. I see them over there. What you gonna do with them when you're all done? All right, so, okay. This is a card popping up out of the middle. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. So this is funny to me because as I'm talking about my diet, one aspect of my diet that has always been kind of controversial to me has been whole grains and wheat and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Because there's so many different types of diets. Doesn't it drive you insane? Isn't it almost maddening how many different types of ways of eating there are and which one's the best? And they all think that they are the best. Like everybody thinks that they've figured it out. You know, vegans, they've got it figured out. Paleo, they've got it figured out, right? Medical medium, he's got it figured out. You know, everybody, whatever they think is right, they think is right. And you know what? Hey, maybe it is right for them. So, you know, yesterday we were encouraged to think for ourselves. Today we're also encouraged to think for ourselves. Give me my own space. I think that's probably a really good thing to say when we're talking about food. Like, all right, it might not be right for you, but I'm going to have my own beliefs over here, and you can give me my own space. Now, how do my beliefs fit in with food? Well, I have done every single diet there is. I've gone from one extreme to the next. Like right now, I'm not eating any meat, but a couple years ago, I was like eating raw bone marrow. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have done everything. What's up? Not my first time at the rodeo. Like, I've tried it all out. Same with my hair. I think I've had lots of different hairstyles too over the years. Right? Because how do you know what you prefer if you don't try it all? So anyways, whole grains is coming in reversed. So does that mean I'm not supposed to eat bread? It's just cake, basically. Let's see what whole grains says reversed. I'm going to grab, this is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. Now I'm going to grab the tiny little book first and kind of see. Pentacles correspond to the earth element, thus worldly affairs. So all the pentacles, might have something to do with business and profit and loss and finance. And all the herbs in the pentacles affect the process of nourishment, digestion, assimilation, elimination, which have to do with the earth element of the body, mind. So I don't know why, but I feel inspired to read this little paragraph. Although when carrying out worldly affairs, one is necessarily dealing with limitation, the great spiritual teachings of the world speak about a right way in business and proper use of wealth and power. In the spiritual sense, having more than one needs is just as much a problem as having too little. The great secret of finances and wealth is the same as that of internal physical energies, flowing and movement. So flowing and movement is what the pentacles want to talk about. Fear and insecurity cause us to overuse our resources or to hoard them, and thus there is a blockage. Okay, so I feel like this is telling me to spend a little money today and buy that new tarot deck. Is that what you heard? Me too. The result is disease in the outer as well as the inner worlds of being. So yeah, with anything, we want good flow. We don't want to overspend. We don't want to hoard. We want to keep the energy flowing in our bodies and in our finances and our life. So let me see if I can find the Ace of Pentacles, whole grains. All right, so this deck considers whole grains the basis of all sound nutrition. They're tonics, they're nutritive. Whole grains raise and regulate energy and generally balance the metabolism of the body for most people. Now, the reverse meaning of the Ace of Pentacles is heaviness, blockage, no more psychic space for further absorption. Okay, this might end up being hilarious because today we're talking about the law of right to one's own space. And this is talking about no more psychic space for further absorption. So that to me says, yeah, taking it easy today is a good idea because you have taken in so much information, so many downloads, so much connection with your higher self. You have to actually take time now to integrate it. So it's like I'm reading all these books, I'm pulling all these cards, I'm getting all these messages for myself. Now, I have no more psychic space now for further absorption. I actually need to process and digest what I've taken in so far. So when you feel the call to take an easy day or just let things settle, like you've done a lot of inner work, you've been meditating, you've been reading, you've been thinking, you've been journaling, you've been downloading, you have been realizing so much. Now, integrate it into your body, into your mind, into your spirit. Bring it in and let it settle, and then see what now can be released, or now what you don't need to hold on to anymore. Because as we take in new ideas, there will be old ideas that no longer serve us. As we maybe change up our belief systems a little bit, we can let go of the old ones that don't serve us anymore or just are not truth to us at this time. So I think today we do want, if there is any heaviness in our body, and that's kind of why I want to clean up my diet too, because like I don't want my body to feel heavy. Yeah, I'm a pipsqueak in real life, but that doesn't mean that my little body doesn't start to feel heavy if I'm not treating it good. So, and I want to remove blockages, and I want to keep the energy flowing in my body. So another thing that's coming into my mind is if there is an aspect of your body that you are not loving right now, you could be creating an energetic block there. So make sure that you are, sending love to all aspects of yourself, and not letting energy get clogged in any part of your body or your mind. All right, do you want to see what's on the bottom? It's another reverse card, the Three of Cups, Trillium. Now, I love this one because here I am with my mama friends. There's the three of us, just like I was telling you about. There we are dancing under the Trillium with our cups in the air, but we're reversed right now. So I want to see what that means, and then I'm going to put the top card face down because I want to see what was on the top. Since Ace of Pentacles jumped up, Three of Cups was on the bottom, and then we'll see what was on the top. But I want to see what the Three of Cups reversed means. All right, so Three of Cups is Trillium, and the reverse meanings says satisfaction with life, no responsibilities. So this is the best reversed message I've ever seen. Like, you think is upside down, it's gonna be something bad, right? No, it's like you have no responsibilities right now. Like, you're completely free to live your life the way you want to. You are so satisfied. You can totally take a day off if you need to. Like, it's something to celebrate. This Trillium, these ladies, whether they're right side up or upside down, it's just joyous celebration. They're barefoot in the grass with their golden goblets raised up higher than their heads a little bit. They're dancing, they're swaying, they're loving each other's company. Okay, so this is kind of like like connect with your female friends. Everybody needs their own space. Don't bombard them with too much of your own advice. Let them figure everything out for themselves. But when you're together, really enjoy each other's company. Really enjoy what is before you. Because, it just seems like there is this abundance, or maybe even a lack of money abundance, but there's abundance in so many other different ways. So really just take time to enjoy yourself. So let's get rid of this heaviness, the Ace of Pentacles. Let's get rid of this heaviness. Let's clear out our mental space, our energetic space, our psychic space, and really just have a day now where we just kind of relish in all the freedoms that we do have. All the space that we have to create whatever it is we want, or just sort of lay around and be a lazy goddess. You know what I'm saying? Take it easy. And then if the motivation strikes you today, roll with it. All right, let's see what was on the top. Adorable. Six of Cups was on the top with watermelon. So this is a really cute, light-hearted message. There's this huge watermelon. There's 6 cups full of little beautiful flowers. Is that the watermelon flower? Do watermelons have blue flowers? I'm not really sure about that. But there are these 2 kids behind, and he's like offering her this huge chunk of watermelon. And she's kind of playful and has her hands behind her back and kind of just maybe hesitating to tease him for a minute. And they're standing in front of this stream, the High Priestess's stream, and the mountains. Mountain energy. Ooh, mountain energy is in the back. And it's really just kind of sweet, the Six of Cups. So this is a message of childish games, and maybe we're only playing at love. So yeah, as we have this this message from Trillium and the Three of Cups saying no responsibilities, no worries, the watermelon's like, no, for real. Like, there is no serious commitment right now. Sometimes what you're having right now is just temporary relationships, just innocent fun, right? You're only playing at love. You're just practicing. Allow yourself to have fun with your temporary relationships, right? Because you can have a good time right now. You can kind of just enjoy yourself, have a good time, because it's going to help you release anything piled up in your mind, like especially if you've had 13 years of heaviness, right? Like if you've had a relationship that has been so dense and negative and lower vibration and you've just gotten out of it, now is the time now to really love up your freedom, love up your female friends, love up your gay friends. Like, shout out to gay men. I love you so much. Just sort of have some fun with the men humans that do cross your path. They're all temporary. They're all just sort of lighthearted and innocent and fun. So give them love, and fun and flirtation and laughs, and really just play and practice at love at this point. So we could look in the book for a little bit more, but I also feel like I want one more. Do I want another one of these? Let's see. So just have some fun. I want to see if there is another message though, because that's cool. We can just do that today. We really can. But is there another message that goes with this lighthearted fun? And it is the Two of Wands, Basil. Now he is the squire or young man who's standing at the edge of his little porch or garden, and he's looking out over the sunset, and he's holding a little globe in his hand. Like he has all these potential possibilities. So that is sort of what's in for us, the Two of Wands. So we got the Two of Wands with Basil, and we got this a few weeks ago, didn't we? Do you remember? I do. The Two of Wands, Basil. So it is reversed. So there's a little fear of completion or reluctance to move on and take full responsibilities, looking rather than participating. So that is so funny because Trillium was also saying that we have like no responsibilities now. And this is coming in reversed, saying on that we are definitely reluctant to move on and take on full responsibilities. So I don't know about you, but I feel that like in my little love life, like I sure as hell don't want to get into another mess right away or ever again, right? Like just keep it light, just keep it easy. To pay attention to your intuition, that reluctance to take on full responsibilities in your life right now. Just take it easy for sure. Looking rather than participating. So funny. And then what's on the top, and then we will figure it out. And so then on the top is the Empress. So I'm going to put her up here, literally at the top where she belongs. Dong Quai, she is the Empress, sitting there. She is pregnant. Yeah, I believe so. Like pregnant with ideas. The Empress. And Dong Quai is such a beautiful feminine herb. Truly a supreme tonic for women. It's been called female ginseng, Dong Quai. So it regulates the menses, relieves cramping. Wish I had some. And although I'm not too bad with the cramps because I tell my body that I like this and that I enjoy having my period and I don't have cramps, right? So tell your mind that and it will listen. So now symbolically, Dong Quai is used for emotional and physical coldness. It really is. And a lack of warmth and compassion for others. It could also be used for poor circulation and a lack of creativity. So as you're having fun, as you're renouncing responsibility, as you're just enjoying your freedom and being lighthearted about love and not wanting to take on any responsibilities, make sure that you are keeping it light and you're not getting cold, and keep your warmth and compassion for sure. But this is Mother Nature, and this is us allowing ourselves to become pregnant with ideas, with new life and possibilities and abundance and fruitfulness. Okay, that is so good to me, because I was kind of wondering, like with the Three of Cups reversed, like where our abundance was, like are we having a shortage or is it flowing? Because it was reversed and we were going to have fun either way. But the Empress is coming in upright saying abundance and fruitfulness is yours. We've got the watermelon, we've got the friends, we've got the basil, which is actually delicious with watermelon. If you've never had chopped up basil in summer's watermelon, make sure next summer you do, because it's so damn good. Basil and watermelon, I highly recommend. So she's like, just let these ideas come to you. Let the abundance come to you. Be compassionate, be warm, love the world. Okay? As Basil is staring at the world, she's saying, with all your ideas, love the world. Bless the world. Don't curse the world. Love the world. That's what you can give to the world, even if you're just being a lighthearted, silly-dilly girl dancing around the trillium stem. Love the world, even as you're flirting and courting with these beautiful men, humans. Love the world. Love them. Send them love, even in all their shortcomings, and their just try to love them regardless. Even these men that need to be kicked to the curb, kick them to the curb, blow them a kiss, send a little love. I wish you the best. I wish you well, and sincerely mean that, because they are part of the collective just like you. So you don't want to wish anybody anything bad anymore. You really do want to wish the best for everyone, because as everyone else succeeds around you, you will too. And you don't want anyone feeling outcast or, shut out of the fun. You want everyone to feel warm and welcome and joining in your celebration. Because let's go back to the Ace of Pentacles. Once you release those blockages and you're feeling good and you have more energy, that is certainly something to celebrate, because you have so much more to give to yourself and to others. So when we look at that Ace of Pentacles, it's a path and it's walking through an archway. There's a stone wall that has an archway. So it's like, enter into this new phase of your life. Go through the archway, okay? Enter into a new segment of your life that is light, that is full of heart-centered enjoyment and fun and celebration and connection and flirtation. And yeah, just have some fun. Just practice at love. Practice at loving everyone. Practice at loving the world. And of course, turn a lot of that love into yourself. Get yourself full of yourself. Get yourself just in this place where you are ready to birth something new. And I know I need to wrap it up because I can hear my kids waking up. But we have one card that has fallen off onto the floor. And it is Blue Flag with the Page of Pentacles. So we're going to end with the Page of Pentacles, even though it did chop up, and I'm seeing the Sun, Astragalus, looking at me, and I'm seeing Temperance, Echinacea, looking at me, and I'm seeing the Six of Wands look at me with Hawthorn. Oh my God, I wish I had a bigger table, because this is beautiful stuff here. I'm seeing all these other beautiful cards look at me, but it was the Page of Pentacles that fell on the floor. So let me just get the Page of Pentacles. I know we've already gotten a really great message already, but I'm just a greedy little bugger. I'm just hungry for more. In this Page of Pentacles, the blue flag kind of goes back to what I said I was going to do. She's sitting there holding her pentacle. She's got a clay terracotta pot with her gardening little spade and rake, and it looks like little packets of gardening seeds. But she's not doing it yet because that's tomorrow. Right now she's sitting, this page of pentacles, and or he. But anyways, it means with the blue flag, a youthful, acquisitive person seeking wealth, material, fortune, and success. So as we have gotten this abundance message, yep, that's what it is about. We are really tapping into our purpose right now, our true purpose, our self-knowledge. And what's interesting about the blue flag is it's a root that's used for all chronic and acute liver disorders and for blood purification. So having it now on the bottom row, if there is even a row, it's all sort of zigzagged everywhere. Having it down there at the bottom row, that really does say, remove some stagnation. It's telling me in the liver. So, if you've been drinking a little bit too much, try to cut that out, clear your liver out a little bit, purify your body, let go of the sugar. That will benefit you too. And just give yourself this space to allow these ideas, this desire, this quest, this hunger for fortune and success. And fortune and success basically to me says you've tapped into your true purpose and your self-knowledge. So anyways, that's really super sweet. I am going to put Hawthorne up here at the top because he reminds us to stay in our heart space, right? Because the Six of Wands, he's going to remind us of a few other things, but Hawthorne says make sure you are staying in your heart space through all of this, okay? And make sure that, now Six of Wands represents temporary gains. Sometimes it can represent a battle of words and strategies, but what it definitely represents today for us is a pause in the struggle. So if you've been verbally battling it out with anyone in your life, take a pause today. Take a pause and just stand for peace today. And usually when you're standing for peace, you're quiet. So unless you have something fun, lighthearted, playful, and loving to say, or you want to open up your mouth to laugh, Six of Wands is just saying pause in the struggle and kind of just let it go, right? The sun to me, I'm putting out the sun. I'm going to put the sun up here because I want to be reminded today when I look at this sun card to reach out into the world with loving hands. Okay, anyone that I connect with, I want them to feel my love. I want them to feel my sincerity, and I want them to feel my light. So if I am giving anything out today to the world, it is my light. And it is from a place of purity. So the sun is up there at the top, as it should be. This layout makes me so happy. The sun is up there with all this energy with Angelica. So Angelica is a nice, sweet little herb, very much so related to Dong Quai, and they're right beside each other. Let me see here. What else does the sun want to tell us today? The sun, the Angelica. Okay, that's interesting because, Dong Quai was telling us not to be too cold or make sure that we don't lose our compassion. And the sun is saying, don't withdraw. Now is not the time to become cold or become a withdrawn person. I know it'd be so easy for me to do, renounce everybody, never talk again, never speak a word, take 3 years of a vow of silence. Like I could do it. I actually could. I know you don't believe me, but I actually could, there's a part of me that could turn away from the world. But this is saying don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Still keep connecting with people. Make sure that you go outside. Make sure that you expose yourself to the sun. Make sure that you expose yourself to social situations because it's time to have fun. It really is. So keep open, stay warm, stay friendly. This is a very friendly message today. Tap into your happiness. And it says, I love this so much. Where's my tea? Where's my drink? It says, earthly joy and contentment. As the sun is like, the sun literally just turned itself up and it's banging off the church right now. It's so pretty. Who talks like that? Banging off the church right now. It's so pretty. Really? But anyways, this earthly joy and contentment, it is yours to be had. It is mine to be relished in today. And it can be that for us if that's what we want. So let me just scoot up the Six of Cups and scoot over the Page of Pentacles because Temperance is coming in and she has the right to her own space, just like we all do. And we're ending with a message from Echinacea. Okay, Echinacea is very stimulating. It's purifying, right? And this is symbolically used for achieving strength through purity. And this is a message, and I want you to hear this. This is a message to remember that beauty emanates from one who is pure in heart. So if you want to be a more beautiful person, then it doesn't come from a bottle. It doesn't come from your 5 times to the max mascara stuff. It doesn't come from you drawing on your eyebrows. What it comes from is from you having purity and beauty within you. You coming with a pure heart. So I love that the Six of Wands is up there with Hawthorne. He's like, babe, I'm here to support you because I have a pure heart too. So Echinacea wants us to strengthen ourselves from any outside harmful influences. So as we have this space of lightheartedness and fun and purity and lack of responsibility in a beautiful, fun way, Echinacea is just saying, yeah, and keep out the bullshit. Keep out the negative Nellies. Send them love, but just, don't open the door for them. Turn them away ever so sweetly. This is also, like we've already been tested from our challenges. We've tested ourselves and we have gained strength from these challenges in our life. So now is time for us, to maintain our energetic boundaries as we've been doing, but really to have a little fun. And what I love about the Temperance lady is she has 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot dipped in this little puddle like a puddle of clear blue water actually. And she's just kind of like, if you're not quite sure what you feel, just stick 1 foot in. If you're just at a place where you're like, I don't know, Sadie, I don't think I can give up all my responsibilities for the day and dance with you barefoot around the Trillium. I don't know if we can just goof off and eat watermelon and, set our sights out to have success and dream in the world, but really we're just taking it easy. I don't know if I can do that. Well, maybe just do that a little bit then, right? Just put your foot in there a little bit. But absolutely today, I'm going to wrap it up now. Absolutely today, come from a place in your heart that's pure and detoxed. Yeah, time to detox out anything that's heavy or blockage and really allow yourself today to shine your light on all your friends. And remember to always be a friend to your inner me. right? So always, always, always be a friend to everyone around you, but be a friend to yourself as well. So I learned the hard way that, I wasn't creating a safe space for myself within me. And so loving myself authentically now is at the top of my list. And the more I do that, the more I feel like I have reason to be joyful in my life and celebrate. And when I get into that mode of celebration and lightheartedness, everyone around me enjoys it as well. So on that note, here we go. Give yourself high hopes to have joy and love and laughter and lightheartedness in your life. Like, when it's good, milk it. Did you see how I just went on and on and on? Like, I just kept on going round and round, just loving it, talking about it a little bit more. Because you know why? Because this layout felt good. This message felt good. So why would I want to cut that short? Why would I want to deprive myself of the good feeling stuff? I've gotten to this place in my life because I've done my work. So today I'm going to rest in. I'm going to rest in this beautiful space that I've created for myself. And I know good things are coming to me. I know the ideas are flowing in. They're always flowing in. They're pouring in. I've got so many ideas, so many things I want to do, so many people I want to connect with. So much fun and love to be had. So anyways, when something feels good, keep it going. Keep it going. So if that music sounds good, keep it going. Turn it up and dance around. Have yourself a little party with yourself. And if you're lucky enough to have some friends to join you, feel blessed for sure. But whatever you're doing today, make sure it's full of love, full of light, and full of purity of heart. Okay? Be sincere in everything that you do. And ultimately then the world will bless you right back. So bless the world. Don't curse the world. What you put out is so, so important. It's time to increase that love that you are sharing with everybody else. So pause in peace today. Let go of the struggle. Do not engage in anything negative. Do not argue. Do not fight. No more strife. All right, it's time to nourish ourselves, nourish our bodies with good food, and nourish our spiritual selves with love. So remove those blockages and let more of the good stuff in for sure. Just a little bit, do what you can, but definitely keep on doing it. And then tomorrow, we'll get back to working hard. But today, we be having fun.